Good day, guys. Welcome back to this channel. So, if you are new to this channel, you've not subscribed, please click on that subscribe button, like, and also share. So, we will take a look at three of our AUD pairs, which is AUD Swiss franc, AUD New Zealand dollar, and AUD CAD. So, once again, make sure you subscribe before you get started. Now, let's start. We would analyze this movement from the higher time frame down to the 4-hour time frame. So, now let's start for the monthly time frame. We have to zoom out. What is the trend for this? We clearly can see that this is a bearish move. AUD Swiss franc is bearish. Now take a look at this recent movements that we can make. You can clearly see that this movement here also is also bearish. That is to tell you that we are having a bearish move against our Swiss franc. That is AUD against Swiss franc is bearish. So we consider this as a lows. We will now take this as a pullback. A new low has been made here that broke this previous highs, right? A little bit of a pullback is happening in here. After that, we'll be expecting another drop. So that is to tell you that AUD Swiss franc, we are bearish. Secondly, is that I've included this moving average, which is 10-period moving average. Those of you that trade this moving average, you all know that once this price is below the 10-period moving average, then you have to sell. But once it is above this moving average, you have to go long, right? But clearly, we can see that this price is below the 10-period moving average. That is to tell you that we have to sell on AUD and Swiss franc for this week. Now, that should now take us to the weekly time frame, guys. So, what can you see on the weekly time frame? You can clearly see that this price is bearish. That is one. Price is bearish on our AUD Swiss franc one. Secondly, is that this price is below our 10-period moving average. Like I do say, once price is below the 10-period moving average, then we have to short, we have to sell, right? So we can consider this as a drop. Then we would now take this as a pullback on AUD Swiss franc. Then we would now see this as a drop on AUD Swiss franc. Guess what we've got in here? A pullback. After that, what do we expect? We are now expecting a drop again. We will be expecting a drop, right? That's at least we should be able to achieve it by next year, right? You know, this is the month of December, and we have about three to 4 weeks before this month ends. So we still have about 3 weeks for this AUD Swiss franc to actually end. So before that, we'll be expecting price actually dropped by next year. We'll be expecting that drop. So we can still see these prices our below our 10-period moving average. We would want to sell, like we would want to look for a way to short. So to actually place this trade right, or to understand this movement further, we would go to the daily time frame. So now take a look at this daily time frame. We can see some key levels that I've highlighted, which we take this top as our resistance, and we will take this level down as our support level. We all know that price is ranging within support and resistance level, right? We see that once price comes to this resistance, we tend to see it drop to our support, then it will come up to our resistance again, then we see it drop to our support. Then now this price has come to this resistance level. What you should be expecting is that this price will actually drop again to this our support. And if price does not break these lows, then we should actually see it come again to our resistance level. Like I said, we want to apply that principle of trade what you see and not what you think on this movement, right? What we clearly can see is that this price is on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame is ranging, and definitely we would want to also range with this market move. So just sell this price downward to the support level, right? Then once you sell it to the support level, then you cannot take this buy up to our resistance level. Again, once price gets to the resistance level, we expect a drop again. And if price manages to break below it, right, then we might now consider to sell, continue to go down on AUD Swiss franc, or we might see price drop to take out this level, which I think should happen this week. Let's see if this AUD Swiss franc will drop, take out this level, and then push up. Let's see if it will happen. And if it does not happen, then we should see a rejection at this level here, a support before price goes up. So above all, if you subscribe, I'll give you an update on this AUD Swiss franc on how to take this trade. So AUD Swiss franc this week, let's continue to range with this market move until this market breaks the support level. Then we might not change the direction of trading, and we can see this 4-hour time frame. We can see this is bearish, so consider this as a pullback. We will see this as we consider this as a drop, sorry, then this will be as a pullback. Now the next, we'll be expecting a drop to take out this level, which is our support level, and coupled with the fact that this price is below our 10-period moving average. So AUD Swiss franc bearish. Now let's take a look at AUD New Zealand dollar. So we would actually analyze it from the monthly time frame. So you can clearly see on the monthly time frame we've aligned some key levels. We will take this level up as our resistance level, right? And this level down, which is low, we will take it as our support level. So you can see Anytime price goes to our resistance, we tend to see just our support, then back up against our resistance level, again come down to our support, we see it roll up again to our resistance, drop down to our support level, then we see it come out to our resistance level, right, on AUD New Zealand dollar. So now that this price has actually rejected from our support level and it has gone to this resistance level, and now it is now rejected, what do you expect this price to move further, right? We expect it to actually just for that to take out this support level, right? So this New Zealand AUD New Zealand dollar, right, be expecting a bearish move. Now take a look at 3 months ago, which is October, right? October, we actually had open and close bearish, right? Price gave us close to 500 pips. Now that is about 420 or 430 pips bearish move on AUD's New Zealand dollar, right? The month of November, we also opened and closed bearish. We actually made about 200 pips. Now, this month of December, take a look at this month of December, right? Just, I think, today's movement, we've actually made close to 200 pips, right? So, this AUD New Zealand dollar. So, if price tends to move further, then we should see it just further to take out this support level, right? And one of the reasons is that you can see a bullish move on New Zealand dollar, right? That should now take us to the weekly time frame. So you can now see on the weekly time frame, right? You take a look at this as a drop. We would now consider here as a pullback on AUD New Zealand. Then we would now see this as a drop again, right? After this drop, possibly a pullback should occur here. Let's see if a pullback will occur here, which will not be much. I think it will be more visible on the daily time frame, though it will not be visible on the 4 hour on the weekly time frame. Sorry, we should see as a pullback and continue this bearish move, which will get to our daily time frame soon. But when you take a look at this moving average, you see that this price is below our moving average. We all know that once this price is below the moving average, then definitely we are on a sell. Except this price, for most further up and break above it, then we might consider to go bullish. But as long as it is still below this moving average, then AUD New Zealand dollar, we are still on a bearish move. That should now take us through the daily time frame, guys. So once you take a look at this daily time frame, you clearly can see a lower lows and lower highs. You clearly can see lower lows and a lower high. So we will see this as a lower lows. We now consider this as a lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, right? Lower lows that broke this previous lows, right? Lower highs, right? Lower lows. So guys, we're expecting a pullback on this daily time frame, right? Because price has reacted to this level multiple times. We all know that once price has reacted to a level previously multiple times and price is close to that level, we expect a reaction at that level. We saw that this level that I've highlighted, price has reacted to this level. We saw price reacted here, it went up. We saw a pullback. Once price got to this level, we saw it rejected. Once price broke below it, we saw a pullback that tested this level. We also saw a rejection at this level. Once price broke above it, we saw price came to this same level and react. Now that we are at this level, we'll be expecting a reaction whereby price will give us a pullback on the daily time frame. After the pullback, then we expect a continuous bearish move on AUD New Zealand dollar. So possibly you can be patient enough, wait for a pullback to occur, play out. Once the pullback has played out, then you can now go ahead to short this AUD New Zealand dollar. So just be patient, wait for a pullback and sell this. And you can see on this daily time frame, price is also below our 10 period moving average. So see that indication that we are bearish. And unless what this 4 hour time frame actually says. So 4 hour time frames, we are still bearish. So possibly wait for a pullback on this 4 hour time frame. It will make sense and it will even give you a good opportunity to actually sell this, because once you sell this and price starts giving us a pullback, you're very much likely to get stopped out, except you have a very wide stop loss, which I would not recommend. So just possibly be patient enough, wait for a pullback. Once the pullback has played out, then go ahead to sell this AUD New Zealand for the week. And lastly, we'll take a look at this AUD card. So you can see this AUD card. One of the reasons why we're having a bullish move on AUD card is that card is actually giving us a bearish move. You see card PS. When you take a look at card when you take a look at card JPY, you see it as bearish. Once you take a look at that USD card, you see that USD itself is giving us that bullish against our card. Once you take a look at New Zealand card, you see a bullish move on our New Zealand against our card. When you take a look at Euro GBP card, you see a bullish move on GBP against the card. When you take a look at Euro card, you see a bullish move on our Euro against the card. So that is to tell that card itself is dropping. When you even take a look at card Swiss franc itself, you also see a bearish move. So card is dropping. So we expect a bullish move on our AUD to card. And we can also see this moving average. You can see this price is above our 10 period moving average. We all know that once this price is above this moving average, an indication that we are on a bullish move. So price was previously below the 10 period moving average. Then price kind of corrects itself, gone bullish, and it has broken above this moving average. So for the month of November, this is it. We actually opened and closed green. So we made about 400 pips bullish move on AUDCAD. Now this is the month of December, so price has already gone bullish by the way. So we've made about 0.52 percentage on bullish move on AUDCAD. So that is AUDCAD. We are expecting to go bullish. So when you take a look at this weekly time frame, also price is also above our 10 period moving average, right? So you can see price is also our 10 period moving average. So if you're following this channel consistently, I told you guys that we will possibly take out this level. Guess what? We've actually taken it out. Now a new ice. I also told you guys that we want to take out this level also about last week, which we've actually done. So now that we've taken out this ice, the next level we want to watch out to take out is this week level here. You saw price has reacted here. We also saw price give us a pullback, a huge rejection, which is showing candlestick wick here. So we should highlight it here. So we should see price move further up for this week and take out this level. So at least we should be able to grab 150 pips by this movement and possibly move up. So about last week, this week that just finished, we made about 152 pips. So this movement, if you have to take this buy to this movement we are aiming for, at least we should be able to make about 140 pips or 150 pips. So GBP's card, AUD card, still on a bullish move. I mean, take a look at week. First week, bullish move. We open and close bullish. Second week, we opened and closed bullish. Third week, we opened and closed bullish. Fourth week, opened and closed bullish. Fifth week, we opened and closed bullish. Sixth week, we opened and closed bullish, right? Seventh week, we opened and closed bullish. So there's high possibility or probability that this 8th week, we will also open and close bullish. Maybe then, after this price has taken out this level, we might start getting that drop. But before that, we will see this AUD card actually come to take out this level. So this week also, we are expecting a bullish move on AUD card. So that should take us to the daily time frame. I mean, take a look at this trend. You can see on this daily time frame, you can see the higher highs and higher lows. So we take a look at this as an highs. We will now consider this as higher lows. We will take a look at this as a new highs that broke this previous highs. We will now see this as a higher lows, a new highs. You notice this new highs broke this previous highs. Here comes the higher lows. Guess what we're making again? A new highs. Possibly you can wait for a pullback to occur. I think you should be expecting that pullback on the 4-hour time frame though. If you want to enter this trade, wait for a pullback to occur, especially on the 4-hour time frame. Then you can go long, right? I think that pullback has occurred because you can see this huge candlestick wick here. So that should now take us to the 4-hour time frame. But before that, you can see that this price is still above our moving average. So as long as it is still above this moving average, AUD card, we are speculating a bullish move. Notice on the monthly time frame, AUD card, we are expecting to go bullish. Weekly time frame, AUD card, we are expecting to go bullish. Daily time frame also, AUD card, we are expecting to go bullish. Now 4-hour time frame, what does the 4-hour time frame says? So 4-hour time frame also, we are also expecting to go bullish. I mean, take a look at this trend. You can see the 4-hour time frame trend. This is a bullish move. So this 4-hour time frame, we've gotten a pullback here, right? See the pullback, right? I think this is now a good opportunity to actually go long, right? So I mean, AUD card, it just depends on when you want to take this trade. You can also possibly wait for this ice to be breaking out. Once this previous ice has been broken, price move also and breaks this previous ice, then you can go ahead to take this trade, or you can possibly go ahead to take this trade because a pullback has occurred. So I mean, it just depends on how you want to take this trade. Above all, this week we should expect AUD card to close bullish.